Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to our history class. Now, this week we've been talking about the Greeks, people from the land of Greece. We started way in the south, on an island in the south called Crete, where the Minoan people lived. Then we went north to the southern part of the land, where the Mycenaeans lived. But today's lesson is going to be short, because it has 3 words in it that I hate as a teacher, but I can't get away from them today. And those words are, I don't know. I do a lot of work to try to find things out for these history classes, because there's a lot of history, but I keep running into a problem, and that problem is I don't know. What happened next in the land of Greece? I don't know. Because nobody knows. Nobody living knows. We think we know, but we don't know, because now we are in a period called the Greek Dark Ages. This is a time where something happened in the land of Greece. We said that the Minoans were one of the earliest people who were in the land of Greece, and then after them came the Mycenaeans. But what happened to the Mycenaeans? Well, I don't know. Here's what we think we know. That somewhere around 1200 BC, 1200 years before Christ, the Mycenaeans were attacked by some people called the Dorians. The Dorians came, as near as we can tell, from the north of Greece. The Dorians had a very strong navy. They were almost sort of like pirates. Okay? Now, the Mycenaeans liked to fight. We said that yesterday. They thought that war was very important. But the Dorians had better weapons. They had stronger weapons. Their weapons were made out of iron. Whereas the Mycenaeans, their weapons were made out of bronze, which is not as strong. The Dorians came and they conquered the Mycenaeans and the Minoans and basically wiped them out. And when that happened, all of the culture, all the civilization, it all just got destroyed. Well, nearly all of it got destroyed, but it got wiped out. The civilization in Greece stopped, and there's a period of about 400 years, from 1200 to 800 BC, where we just don't know a whole lot about what happened. The Greek civilization got destroyed and basically had to start again. Before that, they were coming along. They had built up navies, they had built up art, they had built up their kingdoms, they had built up their language. They had an alphabet, and they had all sorts of things going on. But now, about 400 years is just nothing. The kingdoms were destroyed, and people it just all went away. And for 400 years, during the period called the Greek Dark Ages, there was just not a whole lot happening in Greece. Or if there was happening, it didn't get written down, because people forgot how to write, people forgot how to record things, or they just didn't bother. Either way, there's a whole period there, 400-year period, where we just don't know what was going on in Greece. After this, we started getting back up, and we'll talk about more about that next week. People started to tell stories about how they were related to people who lived during this time. They tried to make themselves look better. But there's just a whole period of time where we don't know. The Greek civilization got destroyed by the Dorians from the north, and they had to start again. Now, in one sense, it's a sad thing. All that history and all that civilization went out. But on the other hand, it's a good thing. because civilization could start again and could start moving in a direction that would change the world. But we will get to that, more about that on Monday next week. Okay? So that's all we have for today. Like I said, a short story. I wish it could have been longer, but it's not, because there's just not a whole lot I can tell you. Before we go, let's talk about our questions. Let's make sure that we answer them correctly. So remember, we're talking about a 400-year period called the Greek Dark Ages, where civilization got wiped out and they basically had to start again. So we have question number 1, which is, let me just pull it up here, make sure I'm asking you the right questions. Question number 1, what is the time after the Mycenaeans were destroyed known as? That's called the Greek Dark Ages, from 1200 BC to 800 BC. Question number 2, who were the people that destroyed the Mycenaeans? And they were the Dorians. And then question number 3, how long did this time last? It lasted for 400 years. Okay. A sad ending to the story of these people, but a good ending for the people for the rest of the world. And we'll talk more about that on Monday. So have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Take care.